Oz Ruiz for Regular News here in the city of East Los Angeles, California, at Capetillo Boxing Academy, catching up with Dorian Panterita Mendez. Dorian, big news for you. It's been announced that you're fighting this undefeated prospect, Fabian Medina, on September the 20th. How's everything going?
It's going great, man. We've been training hard and, just picking it up from the last fight, just picking up the training, picking up the sparring. We're getting close to the fight, so we're starting to take it down a little bit, but we're feeling great.
It's been 2.5 months since that great victory over Ronaldo Rubalcaba over there in Long Beach. I was witness to your victory. Fabian Medina, a local guy from Texas, has been fighting since the age of 5, has a great boxing pedigree, a lot of amateur boxing tournaments. What else can you tell us about your opponent on September 20th?
Not much. I didn't know none of that you just told me, but Rubalcaba also had that great amateur background. He had that height over me too, and we got the victory. So I believe hard work and dedication is what gets you to where you need to be, and that's the path we're on.
Okay. You guys have a great team over here in East Los Angeles with your brother and Javier Capetillo. Everything is gelling at this moment. From the victory over Leonardo Rubalcaba to now facing Fabian Medina, what are you taking from your fight with Rubalcaba against Fabian Medina now?
A lot of experience. Rubalcaba had to, make it a dogfight with Rubalcaba, but that doesn't mean that you make every fight that way. But you learn little things in there, little tricks, little movements, little things in there that you can apply onto future fights, and that's what I'll take into this fight. Their experience more than anything, not only in that fight, but in my sparrings. I got great sparring, great help from the guys here at the gym, and we're going more than ready for this fight.
Now, Fabian Medina, a local guy, you're flying out to Houston, Texas. The Texas Commission is one of the toughest when you go as a side B fighter. How are you planning on beating Fabian Medina and have the judges give you the decision if it goes all 6 rounds?
Whatever it takes, whatever it takes to get that win, that September 20th, whatever it takes. If I got to drop him, if I got to, do whatever I got to do to come out with the victory, we're gonna do it. We're training hard. We're training hard enough to do that, and to come out with the victory. And if we get a stoppage, we get a stoppage. If we go the distance, we're gonna make sure that it's a great fight, not only for the fans, but a great fight in our favor where we do get the victory.
How was the process of you actually booking this fight with Fabian Medina?
I remember I was actually at the gym. I was heading home. It was already in the night. I was heading home, and Javier calls me. He's like, "Mijo, like we got this fight. Check it out. Like I'm gonna send you the guy. I'm gonna send you his name. This and this." And on the phone, I told him, "Let's take it. Let's take it. That's what we're here for. That's the opportunities we're looking for, and we're not gonna shy away. Like I've said before, we're not gonna shy away from any opponent, any record. We're here to fight, and we're here to make boxing a great sport."
Do you think this fight will be tougher than the Rubalcaba fight, Panterita?
You never know. You never know. Sometimes the training is tougher than the fight. The fight you could train for 12 rounds, and the fight will only go 3-4 rounds. But we're doing everything here in training camp to make sure that night, whether it is a tough fight or not, we come out with a victory.
Have you gotten the recognition of beating, again, that undefeated prospect that it was, Ronaldo Rubalcaba? Because I remember while I was interviewing you that night after your victory, Team Rubalcaba came up to you and congratulated you. They gave you the props of beating their fighter.
Yeah, respects to Rubalcaba. He is a great fighter, and that night, we came out with the victory. But my respects to him and his team. I wouldn't say like a great deal of people, have given me that recognition. We're still fighting for it. And whether we did have it or not, we're gonna keep training like we don't. That's where our goal is to become world champions, and just having recognition doesn't give you that satisfaction of having that world title in your hands.
Let's move forward a little bit. Say you beat Fabian Medina convincingly. There are a lot of undefeated prospects with big time promoters out there, like Emiliano Vargas, like Kane Sandoval from 360 Promotions. All those guys, they may be future opponents for you in a year or so. What do you think of those guys?
Let's do it, man. Those are the names we're looking for. You know, these fighters that are putting across the table right now for us. We took them without hesitation, and the same way, if they were to offer those names to us, we'll take them without any hesitation. You know, we're here to fight. Like I said, we're here to fight. We're here to make boxing a great sport.
Do some of the fight fans recognize you here? Dorian Panterita Mendez, fighting out of Los Angeles, California, fighting out of the Capetillo Boxing Academy. What's your fan base been like these past few months?
It's been great, you know. It's been, especially here at the gym, you know. You have like the little kids coming up to you. You have the parents, you know, coming up to you. It feels great, you know. You're just basically a young kid. You know, I'm 21 years old, and to have, you know, that recognition from like all these people, not only just here, like when you go to the stores and, you know, you're talking to people and they know you. You go out here and there in the East LA area and people know you. It feels great, you know. It feels cool. It feels nice. But, you know, we're here to, you know, support East LA. We're here to pick up East LA and put East LA on the map once again.
The last interview we did, you didn't mention your sponsors. You want to take the opportunity this time around and mention some of your sponsors, or if there are any sponsorship opportunities for your upcoming fight?
Yeah. Well, first I do want to say thank you to all my sponsors. You know, Upper Deck Bullies.
That's okay.
I really don't remember all my name.
It's all good. You just say in general.
Guisados, shout out Guisados. You know, all my sponsors. I want to give you guys a big shout out, big thank you for you know, believing in me and my team. And September 20th, you know, another victory is on the way for us, and we could celebrate after. But right now, we're locked in. And any opportunity, sponsorship opportunities, we're open to them. Just talk with me or my manager and coach Javier. You know, you guys could find him at Cape. Well, you can find him at Capetillo Boxing, the Instagram, and mine would be Dorian_Mendez 321.
You think this fight is a 50-50 fight, Dorian?
To be honest, like I said, I don't watch film. I haven't looked into who this guy is.
You're just very confident in yourself. Right?
I'm very confident in myself. I trust in God's plan, and, you know, come that night, we're gonna fight. You know, we're not gonna go in there to you know, pity pat, touch or whatever. No, it's a fight. They're punches and they hurt. So once we're in there, we'll find out if it's a 50-50 fight or not.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This young man keeps on winning. We may have a future boxing star in the making. Ladies and gentlemen, Dorian Panterita Mendez facing an undefeated Fabian Medina. Live from Houston, live on DAZN. Thank you very much, Dorian.
Thank you.